Now, we've been talking about government, successive governments supporting Ghanaian businesses, and we have not had a response. In 2018, we were concerned about this, and so we put up an editorial on this program, and many people liked it. Some people from outside the country, all over the place, businessmen called me and said, "You have spoken the truth. What you said is the truth." Because we live in a country where businesses have been collapsed. I don't want to mention names tonight because I want sleeping dogs to lie. But when I say the story, you can fit the name in yourself. Businesses have collapsed in this country, and its collapse has been occasioned by the activities of political authority, whether military authority or civilian authority. Tonight, we have a different example. We believe that, and that's why we set up our flyer in that way. We talked about Ghana Beyond Aid, Dzata Cement, Nana Akufo-Addo, Ibrahim, Mahama, etc. We have seen activities on social media where government officials have been visiting a business, Dzata Cement. Who is the owner of Dzata Cement? John Mahama's brother. With government officials are visiting Akufo-Addo's government officials. Who directed them to visit and support the business? Nana Akufo-Addo. Why is he doing that? Ghana Beyond Aid. What is the context of this matter? And why are we doing an editorial on this one? We identified that several Ghanaian businesses have been collapsed because of political authority, because politicians have determined that they have to collapse the business. Eventually, we have no Ghanaian business. And I made the point the other day that out of our lifestyle as Ghanaians, foreign companies should not make business from the lifestyle that we will inadvertently have. So, mobile phone, we're going to talk on phone anyway. Sleep, we're going to sleep anyway. Taking our baller, we're going to take our baller anyway. Transportation, we're going to move from one place to the other anyway. When you go to some countries like Britain, foreigners are not allowed to take part of that business. Foreigners are welcome. We live in a global world. Foreigners can take any business they want because we live in a global world. But in some countries, the lifestyle of Ghanaians, the things we habitually and we as human beings inadvertently do, should not be given to the hands of another person who has the same activity in his country, where he can go and take over his country's mattress system because we sleep on a mattress, where he can go and take over his country's water system because they need water. He can go and take over his country's electricity system because they have electricity. When we give those things to other people, what happens is that they will have to return the money to their country, return it in dollars. So the first ripple effect is that, the first multiplier effect is that our city is going to collapse. For 30 years, our city has been collapsing. When we were young, did you used to hear the city collapsing? Those of you who are my age, when we were young, did you hear that conversation about city collapsing? Because Mahama was doing rice. He was the rice farmer. Because Boache Mattress was giving us mattresses. Because Siam was giving us alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Because B.A. Mensah was giving us cigarettes and all the other things. All of these people were Ghanaians. Because Kwewus was there. Because Bonsu Brothers were doing the trading. Because A-Life was there. They were all giving us these things. And when they do that, they earn city, they keep the city in the country. Suddenly we woke up one day, all these businesses have been collapsed. Tonight, we are celebrating what the government of Akufo-Addo is doing with Dzata Cement in this, what we call, interesting editorial. So, good evening again. This is Good Evening Ghana. Welcome to the editorial. Okay, so welcome back to the program. Now, we want to start the story from the beginning. So, 2018, we were worried about what was happening historically, what has happened historically in Ghana. And we wanted to do a program that sends a very clear signal to the government to encourage the government to encourage local businesses. We feared that some of the things that were happening in Ghana would deepen the era of political authority collapsing Ghanaian businesses. Now, we have a story to celebrate. So let's do the history. Let's show the record. We have been calling on people on this program to show their record. We have been asking Sam Jonah to show the record. So what is our record in calling for saving Ghanaian businesses even when they are in trouble? How did we say it? This is what it is. When we come back, we'll show you what has happened today. Everything that has to do with the lifestyle of Ghanaians, we have given it to foreigners. Even when our people are in it, we want to pull it down and give it to foreigners. Zoomlion controls sanitation in Ghana. And there are people who want that to be given to foreigners. When Zoomlion takes his money, does he export the money? Go and look at what he's doing there. He's built another faculty for KNUST. Will a foreigner do that? Will a foreigner come in and hold a business and say that Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, I want to build an institute of sanitation for you, and build it? Why would he do that? If you are a Ghanaian and you are working in Sudan, will you do that? So, as Achampo said, let us give the commanding heights of our economy into the hands of Ghanaians. The reason why this is important is that it is a talent, you see. Not all of us can do it. I cannot do it. Not all of us can do it. The man who set up Metro TV, brilliant man, Talal Fatal, what he did, I cannot do. Many people cannot do. It's a talent. So when we identify these talents, we shouldn't chew them up. These are talents that are created by God, mixed in our society, so that they can create for all of us to share. We will all not be like them. They will be richer than us. When they start a small business, we can ignore them. But when a man passes through small business and becomes like Zoom Lion, and some people think that you should shut the company down and hand the assets over to a foreigner. I mean, can you imagine that?
We cannot be economically independent unless the economy of Ghana and the whole financial network is to a large extent in the hands of Ghanaians themselves. Therefore, the Progress Party supports wholeheartedly a policy for the Ghananization of the economy of Ghana.
That was Prime Minister Buzia in 1969, campaigning for office. Okay, so we're going to deal with it tonight. What have we seen? We have seen that officials of President Akufo-Addo's administration, Yao Safo-Mafo, the former senior minister, now presidential advisor on the economy, Alan-Cher Martin, the Honorable Minister for Trade and Industry, have both this week made headlines in social media because they have paid a visit to Dzata Cement. What is Dzata Cement? Now, there are many cement companies in Ghana, including Aliko Dangote Cement, which is called Dangote Cement. And then there's Gassem Cement, which is made in Tema. Mind you, Gassem is not a Ghanaian owned company, it's a Norwegian owned company. And Gassem has been providing cement to us. A few years ago, Ibrahim Mahama, the blood brother of John Dramani Mahama, the former president, decided to set up a cement business. So he called it Dzata Cement. Somehow, Ibrahim likes the lion, so he called it Dzata Cement. Dzata Cement started in the era of John Dramani Mahama. It was building up, etc., etc. John Dramani Mahama lost the elections. Now, after the first term of President Akufo-Addo, Dzata Cement was still working. Don't get it twisted that Dzata Cement was never in trouble. Dzata Cement may have been in trouble like any other business. It could have had trouble with the banking system. It could have had trouble with raising money. Whatever problem Dzata Cement had, Dzata Cement continued to build up to begin operation. This week, President Akufo-Addo has sent his ministers over there to go and inspect Dzata Cement and to make it great, make it work again. Everyone is celebrating that on social media. Friends of Ibrahim Mahama are talking about his tenacity. This week, friends of President Akufo-Addo have, ministers of President Akufo-Addo have been to Dzata Cement, and you heard the voice we played of Alan-Cher Martin. He said, as far as President Akufo-Addo is concerned, he wants to support Ghanaian business. So it's eureka for us. It's hooray for us. We are excited that we have a president in Ghana today who is happy to support the business that is owned by his political opponent's brother. This has never happened. This is Alan-Cher Martin you see in the video there. That's Ibrahim Mahama in the white short sleeve shirt. That's how he dresses these days. I don't know why. But that's Alan-Cher Martin, the trade minister, who is attending a cement factory that is about to start, that is owned by the brother of John Dramani Mahama, who was second on the ballot, who has sued President Akufo-Addo in an election petition, and where there's a lot of acrimony between NDC and MPP in parliament, on the street, on social media. President Akufo-Addo sends his trade minister, Alan-Cher Martin, to go to Dzata Cement, inspect the place. Let's see how we can build this Ghanaian business. That's Ghana beyond aid, and that's the president you can trust. I'm going to say it, you can dislike it, but this is fact. This is the story. You have seen it on social media. The president says, John Dramani Mahama competed against me. We exchanged words. He said that about me. I said that about him. We went to the elections. I defeated him by 500,000 votes. He has still not congratulated me. Can you imagine that John Dramani Mahama has still not congratulated Nana Akufo-Addo even after the election petition? But his brother's business, the only locally owned indigenous cement company in Ghana, is called Dzata Cement and is 100% owned by Ibrahim Mahama, who is John Mahama's brother. Ghana has come very far. And for those of you, we are fixing it. if you look at this photograph, you should shed a tear of joy for Ghana. Something is changing about this country. We are fixing. That's Alan Martin in the middle, Ibrahim Mahama on his left. The cabinet minister for trade and industry goes to John Mahama's brother's factory, says, hey, guy, you're a Ghanaian. You have done great. We need to support this business and make your cement factory a key cement factory in Ghana. Why are we buying cement that is made by a factory from foreigners? We love foreigners in this country. We don't hate foreigners. But Akufo-Addo puts his foot down and said that I have spoken about Ghana beyond aid. Akufo-Addo said it. He spoke about Ghana beyond aid. He says if Ghana has to go beyond aid, then the commanding heights of the economy, which was said by Buzia, one of his forebears, that the commanding heights of the economy must be in the hands of Ghanaians. When we talk about fixing it, I don't see anything better than fixing it this way. When indigenous companies are being supported and they are going to give them money. And Alan Martin said something, the Minister of Trade. He said when he went there, what impressed him the most, that most of the top executives were Ghanaians. Ibrahim is not employing foreigners all over the place. He's employing Ghanaians and they are doing the cement. They are putting, you see a video, the cement is coming out. They are putting the cement together, they are doing it. A high-profile person like Osafo Mafu goes there. Alan Martin goes there and they are working. There you see the cement is coming out. Look at the way they are doing it. This is the way they do it in China, they do it in Japan, they do it in America. We are doing it in Ghana. And it's being done by an indigenous person. Irrespective of who he is, President Akufo-Addo says we have to support him because he's a Ghanaian business. Dzata Cement is a Ghanaian business and we are excited today that this has happened in Ghana. So the editorial that we put out in 2019, we are happy that we are bearing fruits. President Akufo-Addo is making us bear fruit. Akufo-Addo has done great. Ibrahim Mahama has done great. And Ghana has done greater than both of them. That's what, as young people, we need to celebrate. Let us hope that 5 years from now, when we look across the commanding industries of this country, we will find that Ghanaians have been encouraged. Zoom Lion will go to bed tonight happier. That, oh, finally, I have broken the seal and a government. Now, this is not just political opponent. This is not just government. This is John Mahama's brother. This is not just somebody who is suspected to be NDC and he's suspected to be MPP and they say maybe he's... No. This is direct. The former political opponent, 2020 election, it has just finished. The guy, John Mahama, went to court. He was free to go to court. What kind of beautiful democracy, what else do you want to describe Ghana as a beautiful democracy? When you see Dzata Cement and you see the government people going there, what else do you want to see before you talk about a beautiful democracy? We have not achieved everything. We are not there yet. But when we see signs that we are beginning to lay the golden eggs, Akufo-Addo is beginning to lay the golden eggs of the golden age of business. Akufo-Addo is beginning to lay the golden eggs of bringing the commanding heights of the economy into the hands of indigenous people. Akufo-Addo is beginning to lay the golden eggs of establishing indigenous companies, whether they belong to MPP people or whether they belong to NDC people, whether they belong to his political opponents, whether they belong to those who challenge him in court about election, whether it belongs to those he defeats in elections and refuse to congratulate him, if it belongs to their mother, their brother, their child. Akufo-Addo says so long as it's an indigenous business, the government of Ghana must support it. We are getting there. We are not there yet, but we are getting there. Tonight, all the voices have come home and have aggregated in what we see on social media, photographs of the Minister of Trade with John Mahama's brother going to support his business. This is what Akufo-Addo meant by establishing a Ghana beyond aid. Let's go back to Parliament and hear him pronouncing at the beginning of his government, Ghana beyond aid.
It's one where we aim to be masters of our own destiny, where we mobilize our own resources for the future, breaking the shackles of the Goddesberg colonial economy and a mindset of dependency, bailouts and extraction. It is an economy where we look past commodities to position ourselves in a global marketplace. It is a country where we focus on trade, not aid, a handout, not a handout. It is a country with a strong private sector. It is a country that recognizes the connectedness of its people and economy to those of its neighbors. This requires a forward-looking vision for our country, enabling us to to confront our challenges and embrace our opportunities, not one fastened in the rear-view mirror. It is a Ghana beyond aid. Mr. Speaker, thank you, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong.
I believe that the clearest manifestation of the 2017 speech of Ghana Beyond Aid is the government tacit, forward, loud and transparent support for the business of a political opponent, the Dzata cement business. I believe that that is the clearest manifestation of a commitment to a Ghana Beyond Aid, and it's a manifestation of fixing the country. Part of the problem of the country is who controls the commanding heights of the economy, who controls the business, what kind of businesses do we have, do those businesses generate employment, what is the role of the Ghanaian in the development of Ghana. That's what I believe is fixing the country, and this is happening right in our very eyes. I'm excited it's happening in our lifetime. It's 9 minutes to the top of that, 11 o'clock. I know that this means that tomorrow, very soon, we will be able to sing this song with pride, with truth, and with integrity. It's a song entitled Ghana, My Happy Home.
Ghana, my happy home, land of rich resources, land of mighty talent, racial tolerance, justice and freedom. Ghana, my happy home, home of the brave and virtuous, land of smiling people and charming faces and glorious culture. I will strive for thee, glorious Ghana. I will die for thee, glorious Ghana. I will uplift thy name in all I think or speak or do. I will strive for thee, glorious Ghana. I will die for thee, glorious Ghana. I will uplift thy name in all I think or speak or do.
As the judges say, when the ruling is read and they have not written the ruling, here is the end of my story. I have nothing useful to add. Have a glorious holiday on Thursday. Think about it. Akufo-Addo has laid the golden eggs for the development of Ghana by indigenous people. This has been Good Evening Ghana. Thanks for watching. Good night.